This is so foreign. I just don't know. I think I'm in pretty good shape. The training is different than what it is leading into a 5K. I'm going Alpha Fly. Vaporfly to me feels good for a little shorter. I think I might use a Vaporfly for like a road 10K, but for a half marathon, especially a hilly one, I think that little airbag in the front will give me a little extra cushion. There's a prototype I've been trying out that for the Alpha Fly 4 that I really like, so I think I'm gonna roll with those. The bridge is tough because just in natural environment, there's not really a great replica. I've just been trying to get on hillier routes, doing hill workouts, just on my easy runs, having hillier terrain, just getting used to that. The interesting thing about this course is you got the hills at the beginning and the hills at the end, and then the middle is kind of flat. So ideally, you get kind of beat up in the middle or at the beginning, but then you can recover in the middle, and then the end is just you're going to feel tired no matter what at that point. So yeah, I mean it's impossible to replicate the feeling I think I'll have at 10, 11, 12 miles, but I'm hoping that I can just tough it out. I think it's a good idea to have in my head of I need to run for 60 minutes but it's not necessarily that I'm shooting for 60 minutes. I think if I'm running a good race and the pack is aggressive, we'll be around there no matter what. It's not going to be a goal of mine to get around 60 minutes. If the pack goes slow and we run 65 minutes, I don't really care that much. I highly, highly doubt that happens. But essentially, I'm going to race the guys around me. This course isn't even record eligible technically, so the time doesn't matter. And I kind of like that. It fits perfectly between my indoor and outdoor track seasons, so I don't have to give anything up to race here. Another reason is that I wanted to get into a real half this year and not just a time trial situation or a small flat course somewhere, because I wanted to see how I stacked up against the other good road runners that are around the world. There's some fantastic athletes in this. All of them have more experience than me. So I want to see how I compare to them. Yeah, to go to somewhere like Houston would have been fun. Just was a little early in the season for me. And this will be, it takes an element out this race because Houston, you're there to run fast. It's a fast course. It's very competitive, but it's very fast. This one, it's notoriously hard. So I don't really have to think about the time as much on this one. Essentially, I found the training for this is very similar to like my fall training, just to another level. So it's a lot of tempos, a lot of threshold, a lot of hills, a long run, kind of the puzzle pieces that I like to have in the fall leading into an indoor track season. So I'm hoping this build is, obviously for the half marathon, but I think it'll complement my build for the outdoor track season too. When I get to the track season again, I'll have to add back the intensity and bring the volume down a little bit. But I think this will be fantastic prep. But it's very hard to predict how this race is going to go. In a 5K build, I know the workouts that I do usually and how my body feels and all my numbers and stuff. And so I can predict pretty well how I'm going to do in the 5K or how I'm going to feel at least. This is so foreign, I just don't know. I think I'm in pretty good shape. The training is different than what it is leading into a 5K. I need to be out there and be steady and strong and calm for an hour. Whereas oftentimes in track, I kind of need to be on edge the whole race in case someone makes a move, and then I really need to be ready to go with a lap to go to try to win the thing. So the mentality is a little different. It's more of a slow burn, and the training has kind of reflected that. I don't think it'll be up to me at the end of the day. I think the pack will do what it will. And this race starts on a bit of a downhill. Those opening miles sometimes are really quick. So I don't intend to just let anyone go that early, and I don't think anyone will. So I think the pack will just roll together, and I think it'll be pretty honest. I think it'll be a fast race. Weather looks pretty good, and there's people in this race that have broken 60 minutes, tons of guys that are 59-minute guys, a couple 58-minute guys, and I don't think they'll want to sit around and have a track guy sitting on them in a 65-minute race, So I think they'll string it out, and hopefully I'll be feeling good enough to go with it. In this race, I'm the least experienced guy in the field. I'm the new guy, I'm the rookie, and I've been treating this build as a learning experience. I want to learn as fast as I can, and most people's first step onto the roads isn't a home run, but I'm hoping that I've learned enough and learn from other people's mistakes, that I can have a really, really good one in my first one. And the marathon is what I'm looking at long term, and this is a first step towards that. So yeah, hopefully eventually I'll be in world majors and potentially be back in New York to race the major here and be a bit more of a dominant force. Right now, I think for my first one, I don't think I'll be the guy controlling the race from the front at the beginning. So yeah, it'll be fun. I think hopefully this race unlocks a new future for me, looking pretty long term, but all sights are on Sunday for now.